What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. I am, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick, and I'm joined by the full cast and crew of the Emberfellas, as they've chosen to be called, despite my misgivings. Let's kick it off. We'll do a quick introduction because we've got a lot of ground to cover, especially since we have the return of a certain Twilight cleric. So let's kick it off with Jumbo Smooth.
Hello, everyone. I am Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing the role of Rogar, son of Amu, this evening. I am a 7'5", 400-pound white dragonborn from the Great North. He is new to this area of the world, the dynasty, unsure of his place in the world in general. He's searching for his father. Perhaps a mother figure. A lot of self-discovery for Rogar, son of Amu.
Yes, lots of self-discovery.
Yes.
Speaking of self-discovery.
Oh, and he did make love to the beautiful Bosa a few episodes ago. Which I believe
that's been a popular...
Busa.
Yes.
Busa? Excuse me?
Busa, yes.
Busa, yes.
How can I forget?
Busa. You can't, yeah.
Yeah,
Atlas,
you missed that one. You missed
Atlas,
that part.
Watch you need to watch it.
Yes.
When it's uploaded. You'll get it. So, speaking of someone who in real life may enjoy the firm grasp of Busa, Dan Decker.
So definitely soul searching, you may say, as the paladin of Elysia, who is currently possessed by a demon of maybe some sort, or maybe he's a friend. He'll be a friend. I've named him Venom. Zalkar has. We've adopted him into the family. You see his picture back there, and sometimes I go to sleep and he murders people. It's a complicated relationship, really. And am I dead right now? I can't keep up if I'm dead. I'm undead. Sometimes I can taste food. Right now, I can't taste food. Am I asleep? Is it hell? Is it torture? Who knows? Who knows? Zalkar's going to find out. My God won't let me die.
God won't let him die. It's amazing. Speaking of someone who should be close to their deity, we'll find out what happened with that. The Funk Trunk, Big Jeff.
Yeah. Mr. Funk Trunk in the house with my dog, Evie. Cute little mini Australian Shepherd. Just, throwing it out there.
Dog channel now.
Yes, it is. It is now. Babies and dogs. We had an infant the other day. It's great.
Babies, dogs. Yep. No cats allowed. Sorry, Pat.
Fuck cats.
I hate you too. I'm gonna stab you in the back.
Cats are fine. I'm just kidding. Matt, don't let your cat eat me. So yeah, I'm playing Ernest Atlas Ebbing, aka Atlas. He's 8'1", Twilight Shepherd Furbolg. He's got one eye and it's bright green, and he's awesome. He's 107 years old or something like that.
Something like that.
And
he's old.
Yeah. And that's Ernest.
That's
Ernest Atlas.
Barely middle-aged, I think, for his species. So it is what it is. Speaking of barely middle-aged, who's it going to? I wonder. It
would have to go to. He would have to go to.
Gonna go to the oldest member of the crew.
I said barely middle-aged. I didn't say Methuselah. I mean,
that's why I said.
So, no worries. I'm really 87 fan.
Doobie 209. I'm just messing with you, Patrick.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? I play Dayu, the Kinsei Hobgoblin monk.
Got it.
Well, I got it this time. I've been practicing.
Got it.
Wears no armor, and he has a special custom sword.
It's true.
That the DM was generous and made for him.
It's true.
Because I only carry two weapons: a sword and a bow,
and
my fists.
These bits. Speaking of, a man of weapons, Brevrak.
What's going on, everybody? Pierce Galactic here. Once again, playing Brevrak Black Shroud, the Samaronin.
Samaronin?
Samaronin. We'll see where he is. See what happens. Still wanted man. Tried to check on his family a little bit. Things aren't well for them. Hopefully things will turn around. He is still, as always, a dashingly handsome, tall, slim, extremely well fit and cut hobgoblin.
Yeah.
And hopefully about to help convince his friends to go and save a family in the sewers.
Save a family in the sewers.
That's right. He was very specific about his family. I don't know, he might have said brood, but yes, you gotta go like save family. Rescue. It's a rescue.
If you ever met Tuk Tuk, he would have been proud. You had a brief moment with him.
Should back talked him.
It's true. Regardless, though, last we left off, the fellas, after slaying Sleck, the Bloody Hook, had returned to the Devil's Market to claim their reward. You were also instructed to give proof that Sleck had met his grisly end, which you had. You were then charged, Dayu was at least charged with delivering that to Eladrin to make some kind of peace after what had happened previously. In addition to that, the four of you, accompanied by the lovable kobolds, Kobu and Snacks, RIP maybe, I don't know. We don't know what happened to him. That adventured into the warehouse with you during this fight had disappeared at some point. And after you had claimed the life of Sleck with Zoltkar wrapping his hands around him and turning him to a puddle of goo, a mysterious figure floated through a hole in the ceiling and demanded his property. Rogar throwing a book that may have been in possession of Tuk Tuk the Taker for the entire campaign that he never looked at once. He grabbed it, he floated it to him, and then the Paladin Zoltkar had some misgivings about this and was smoked down very quickly. And then you flew. You flew from the warehouse, lighting it on fire, of course, because that's standard with the fellas. You know, slash and burn, a lot of slash and burn. You escaped with your lives after delivering the good news to Vern. You were given free reign in the markets. You guys did a little bit of shopping, did a little bit of feeling around, getting some things going. Brevrak fell in love with a merchant of fine wares and goods.
He's very honorable.
He is very honorable. Cratch, the black brown furred individual with a strange face, deeply shrouded, talked. He had a large overcoat displaying his wares. Regardless, though, you guys had many conversations down here with Dayu taking interest, and the representative of Clam Dreamweaver down here, a very important individual. However, after all of this had taken place, everyone going their separate ways, kind of doing their own things, eventually we all settled down for the night, taking some rest, getting some of that exhaustion just dripped off of you. And everybody had while you had a restful sleep, you did not exactly have a, let's just say, pleasant sleep. As Zoltkar had succumbed to his demon not too long ago, killing a fellow paladin of Olesia in his estranged state, running on a rampage through the fishing district, killing standard buys as well as a collection of White Shroud guards. After all of this taken place, you finished your rest, each of you having strange, somewhat pleasant, for some of you, visions of either your past, present, possibly future. Ending with Zoltkar seeing a very disturbing, eerie forest shrouded in mist. Upon waking, all of you, with the exception of Atlas, because he's been missing for several days now, noticed that Zoltkar was not in his room, as the three of you, not wanting to be in the same room with him, had slept separate. Who knows why? Rogar went looking for Zoltkar to find Din, the bartender, unconscious at the bar. Very unusual behavior for him. After waking groggily, we opened on a scene where Zoltkar was in the cellar with the body of the paladin that he had murdered, who had been stripped bare and had a symbol carved into her chest. A very grisly, portent. And we are going to pick up a few days before with the one Atlas. As all of you were leaving the Crooked Plank on your way to the warehouse with the mission of putting an end to Sleck the Bloody Hook. At this point in time, Atlas, you are moving behind, taking stock of the situation, checking out these new companions that Rogar and Dayu had purchased down in the Devil's Market.
We broke their chains.
You did break their chains.
Freed them.
Freed.
Put new ones on them.
Some say freed.
We didn't put any chains on them.
Put
Just
chains
the
on.
chains of love.
They probably should
They wouldn't have escaped if they were chained.
It's true. They wouldn't have. Regardless, though,
That's what prison guides always say.
Atlas, you have an interesting feeling as you're walking behind. You notice that it's almost like a creeping fog at the sides of your vision, and you're a very perceptive man. As you look around, the fog begins to circle, and nobody else seems to notice it until you are fully enclosed. What would you like to do, Atlas?
So I was walking behind my crew
Yep.
before this happened.
Yes, and then suddenly you are encased in fog.
Who was closest to me out of the crew?
Probably Zoltkar. He likes to hang in the rear.
Fair enough. Let me close this window. Yeah, I probably would holler for Zoltkar. What is this fog?
There's no response.
No response. Can I make a perception check to see if I can figure out what's going on?
Sure. Yeah, give me a perception test. $23. Very good.
Yeah.
As you are looking around, you find a sense of familiarity with this event that's taking place. First off, you notice that as you look around, you instinctually raise your lantern. The light burns away the fog around you as you do so. And you are on a black stone-like island. There is silvery water around you. You'd be familiar with this experience, Atlas. This is though it's never happened to you like this before, this may be a way of communing with your god. However, it appears that this commune has been opened from the other side as opposed to you beseeching him. As you see the somewhat 12 to 15 foot tall figure, it's hard to tell, shrouded completely, in a boat rowing itself across the waters towards you, the fog being burned away as it moves. As it moves forward, what do you do, Atlas? You're on the shore. Your god is before you.
I recognize this, my god.
Yes, very much so.
I would probably do whatever the normal whatever Atlas would do if he was to be faced with his god, which I don't know if I've ever been faced with him before.
It's up to you. What would you what do you think that someone of this faith would do?
I've got my lantern out. I would probably kneel and not look at him.
Okay. You kind of look down. As you kneel down, you feel the kind of jagged, it's almost like slate rock, black rock that this island's made out of. It's like sand, but not quite. As you kind of kneel down in it, it kind of crunches beneath your weight. You don't hear a voice or anything of that such. You just have a feeling. And as you look up, you see 3-4 feet from you, this towering figure standing above you. Its lantern highly raised, and it looks down. And it reaches out a hand. A large, elongated limb reaches out towards you openly.
Merciful Mito. I guess I reach.
Okay.
I reach towards him.
Okay.
Kind of submissively.
As you do,
what a surprise!
His touch. Your hands touch for just a moment, and there is a shock. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, Atlas. 11. Not the best, but not horrible. You keep your facilities about you, your faculties. You don't turn into a blubbering mess as you and you start to feel pain course through your body, and you get flashes, you get images flashing quickly. And as this happens, you see an image of... First, you see the image of the tomb, the Castang tomb that your family has protected for generations. Broken, the slab destroyed, the entrance to it open, much like the last time you saw it. You then see a flash of an item deep within, something wrapped in tattered cloth. You see green-scaled hands picking it up, and then it disappears for just a moment. You then see an image of a large horn shattered to pieces. Black. Almost like that of a curling ram's horn. And then you would see a figure shrouded, almost ghostly, thick, think almost like a wraith, black, kind of like a ring wraith a little bit, kind of like that kind of image, with chains wrapped around it, bound. And then you see an image, a symbol. It looks like a mace. It looks like a handle. And it's all encompassed in almost like a black fire kind of outlines it. Looks like a mace made out of bone with a long shaft. And at the top, there's a human skull. And on the sides of the skull, there are 2 curling horns. One of the horns has been broken off and shattered. And then the image stops. And your god is not before you. You glance around. You are somewhere with the smell of, well, you're laying down first off. And there's the smell of dirt in your nose. It's very dark. You can see well enough. You don't appear to be harmed. But you're looking up and you can see the twinkling stars above. Twilight. What would you like to do, Atlas?
I'm no longer on the island, right?
No. As far
Yeah.
as you know.
What would I like to do? Yeah, I would. I'm laying down like on my back, or just like laying down in the
and
dirt.
not only are you laying down, Atlas, your arms are crossed across your chest. As you, assuming you sit up.
Yeah. Do I have any of my belongings?
All of your belongings are next to you. Your lantern, it appears to be up above. You can see the flickering greenish light. And when I say up above you, you appear to be in a hole. As you look around, it's a relatively large hole because you fit in it perfectly. And it appears to be about 6 feet deep.
Okay. Can I stand up?
Oh, yeah. You get up. You're 8 feet tall. So you stand up and you're looking outside. You just kind of, as you look
I'd like to
around.
take a little peek around.
Yeah.
See what I see.
You look around. You see your lantern. You see a spade stuck in the dirt. You see a tombstone. You are in a grave.
Am I in a graveyard, or just there's just a random grave?
You are in a graveyard. You are in
Okay.
the former abode of Cornath the Corpse Maker that you have taken upon yourself.
Which is the place I took over.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has been sanctified by you and reconsecrated. The ground and all of the undead inhabitants put back to rest.
Well, I guess I'll crawl out of the grave.
Yeah.
And grab my lantern.
You pull yourself out and you grab the lantern. As you do, there is someone standing close to the lantern, just looking at you.
Hello? Do I recognize the person?
They appear to be about 6.5 feet tall, shrouded very similarly to yourself. Thick, heavy clothing. They also have a deep cloak, very deep cloak. And you notice that their skin is almost a porcelain-like kind of color. Very soft. They smell of, even at this close, just a few feet away, they smell like roses.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Hello, stranger. What brings you here?
Well, and it's female. You have been given a vision. You've been granted a boon. Atlas, I believe you are called.
Yes, but I don't believe I have the pleasure of knowing what you are called.
You need not ask these simple questions. Just know that you've been given a task. Find the root. Remove this curse. Keep it from seeing the mortal plane again. Our God does not trifle with your affairs too often. This is important.
So he needs me to protect this land. So you said don't let it see this land again. The mortal plane again. Has it been on this plane before then? What can you tell me about it?
I cannot speak its name. Just know that it is ancient, it is old. It is powerful. It will consume all. All life gone. It rained long ago and was shattered and has been scattered to the wind. But now it regains strength. It finds new hosts. It will return. You must stop this.
Do you know how?
That is not for me to find out. That is your task. I am simply a messenger.
Well, messenger, is there somewhere I should look first?
The chaperone will guide you. And as she looks up, her eyes are a very emerald greenish color. They flicker briefly. One thing you might notice, Atlas, you have a very good passive perception. This woman looks unlike any woman you've seen. She might be elven, but she seems perfect. You can't see her ears, but the hair that you do see is a silver color. There's a crackle of energy around her eyes. And without moving, she was there one moment and then she's gone.
Okay. Well, stars above. I don't know where to go first. I don't know where to look. That was a lot. I don't know if I'm hallucinating. This damn lantern is light is playing tricks on me. I better go find my friends and tell them what I've seen. Have I been here long?
It's hard to tell, Atlas. You're not hungry. You're not thirsty. It was the day when you were walking with your friends, and now it is obviously the next morning as the sun is beginning to rise. Or is it the morning after that? It might be a couple days from now. As you return to the Crooked Plank on the same day as Zoltkar's morning disappearance. As you walk through the door.
Did you just like pit Atlas against Zolkar?
What? I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. Regardless, Rogar is in the bar as you open the doors, Atlas. He is talking with Din. But before we get to that, let's go back to the basement, as there is a certain paladin needing of some touching. As Zoltkar, as you look down horrified at the mess that you've obviously made, your hands bloodied. You are not wearing any clothes, Zoltkar. You are naked. Your armor and your clothing apparently in the corner. All your belongings as well. There are fresh cuts across your body, Zoltkar. What would you like to do right now?
Well, probably go put my clothes on first.
Okay. As you leave the withered, desecrated corpse of Nekrar, your former hound of Elysia, you move to your belongings and begin to gear up. Everything's there.
Yeah. So I put it all on.
Yeah, you do. It takes time. It takes a few minutes. It takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes. Yeah.
You get everything on.
Start looking around for any kind of clues other than the. So I guess let me do a perception check about what's around the room other than the dead body and my stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Okay. I'll say that the body's the most interesting thing here. Obviously, this room is the basement under Din, so you recognize it easily enough underneath the crooked plank. So one where Din keeps his normal wares as well as his more underground activities hidden from above. You know that in these crates and barrels there are probably things not best seen in the common merchant's hands, but other than that there's not much out of the norm besides the desecrated body. With that perception salt car, you will notice that the clothing that Nikrar was wearing is shredded as if a wild animal ripped it off of her. It was not taken off easily.
No.
The armor as well is ripped as if like something with exceeding strength ripped the metal to pieces and scattered it about the room. But despite that, the body's intact with the exception of the large carving on the front and of course the withered flesh.
What does the carving look like again?
It looks like a mace with the head of a skull and two curling horns on each side of it. You would also notice with that perception test that there is blood, trace amounts of blood along her mouth. Kind of like from the corner of her mouth, both corners of it.
Well, there's not much I can do with the body. She's dead though. Totally dead.
Yes, you had killed her previously, and yes,
I didn't. Venom did. I didn't do it. Different.
He has a name. It's not Venom.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, it is. It is. It is for now.
So, did you want to do anything else down here, or do you want to?
I probably should get out of here. I don't
You're just gonna
here.
leave immediately. You're not going
What
to do
am I
anything
gonna?
else.
I'm
just asking.
Is there a place to stash them? I'm not taking this body out of here with me.
I mean, you could try to hide it if you want to try to hide it.
Well, yeah, I should try to hide it probably.
Okay.
Until I can talk to maybe Den. I don't know.
All right. Let's see
I
here.
don't know.
Let's see how we're gonna do this.
Investigation for a place or the sleight of hand to see
I'll
if
say
it works.
let's see how quickly you do this. So give me a sleight of hand check, and then we're
this
going to
is gonna
get
be awful.
to everyone else.
It'll be awful. Oh, it's awful.
11. Okay, it's not the best.
No, it's not the best. I'm not good at hiding bodies yet.
No, you're quickly taking stock. And this is taking time for you to orient yourself, and you're going to move her. You can find like some I don't know, some kind of blanket or something down here. Perhaps a tarp more than likely down here.
Yeah.
To cover her with. Keep her out of sight, hopefully out of mind. As you pick her up and go to move her, Zoltkar, you'll notice that her head, as you pick her up, it tilts back and her jaw opens up and there's something in her mouth, or at least like it looks like there's something might have been in her mouth. It looks like something was shoved down her throat. But
Like, not something still in there though.
you don't see it.
Is this in the Fist District?
Well, that's good to note that something had been forcibly either taken or put in.
I mean, you could give me a medicine check if you'd like to figure that
Let's
out.
try a medicine check and figure it out. No, I have no idea.
Nope. You can't tell either way. You can tell that something
It's dark down here.
It is also dim light down here. You can see in the dark, but yes.
Well, I'm going to have to. Yeah, let's just make do with that and
Okay.
cover the body up.
All right. As you are moving to cover the body, since you rolled poorly, I would like a perception test from Rogar, as well as Atlas. Brevarek and Dayu, I believe, were upstairs. You were collecting yourselves and then coming down. Rogar was the quickest one. Atlas a 19. What was Rogar's? I didn't see it.
12.
Oh, there it is. 12. So, with that, Rogar, you immediately see Atlas kind of walk through the door, and then both of you hear a loud thumping noise from beneath the floorboards, as if somebody had, I don't know, run into a post or something down there, perhaps moving a naked body they're trying to hide right now. Din
Look
kind
at
of.
Rogar. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look at him and did you hear? Did you hear that?
Rogar is tending to Din, you know.
Yeah.
He's just got, he was knocked out when I came down there, I believe. So I'll look at Atlas and a little bit of recognition that he's been gone for the past 3 days,
3 days. It's been about 3 days. I think 2 or 3. I think it's closer to 3.
Okay, and he's feeling like, I heard it as well. 1 second, Din. And we'll start to rush down pull out my great sword, because I don't know what's down there,
As you move, you notice that the hatch is closed. You quickly open it.
Try to open
Not
it,
locked or anything.
Okay, then yeah.
Throw it open. As you do,
I'll just like jump down,
jump down. You see.
Face the son of Amu!
You see Zaltkar clothed, cradling the dead body of his former hound companion, naked. She was not naked last time you saw her. And he has his back turned towards you. So some of her is obscured, but
Can I tell it's a shaman?
yes, he's wearing his arm. Did you put your mask on, Zaltkar?
Well, I would have put it on, but I didn't change my.
You didn't change yet, so yes, you would see
Okay.
you would see him.
Fucking hiding a body, man.
You would also notice Rogar, since he hasn't changed his appearance, that there is blood matted all over the back of his head, down his neck. It's stained onto the cloth clothing that he wears underneath his breastplate.
Shaman, are you injured? And I'll, put my sword back up and walk over there. Atlas, here's the shaman. As I shout back up the hatch.
I'll come down.
Atlas begins to close down.
Now have an audience.
Yeah, with all of
Me and-
this,
me and-
with all this commotion, Brevarak and Dayu, you both can easily join in on this if you'd like, because Zaltkar has been found out.
No,
Shaman,
I haven't.
what is happening? There is
When
much
Rogar-
blood on you.
And Rogar, I don't know if it's my blood or her blood or whose blood. There's something's not well with me, friends. I need
Insight check.
help.
There's no reason to make one. It's probably accurate.
What?
Probably true.
No, I'm not lying.
He's
I'm
not lying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not lying.
Well, I was more thinking about, you don't know if it's
I'm
your
not
blood or their blood or
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
said
That's fair.
I don't know if it's my
In
blood,
his-
her blood, whose blood.
In his
I don't
fairness,
know.
it's true. He doesn't.
Yeah, Zaltkar does not know. He goes
Was
black,
it-
he blacks out every time this thing takes over.
The thing that resides inside you.
I hear it. I hear it.
Bars. The bar is a mess. Noble Din has been injured.
I have no memory of my actions. I do not know if it was me, but there's so much evidence that who else could it be? I need a shaman of greater power.
I know of none greater than you, shaman.
Perhaps Atlas. You know of a shaman. Someone who can divine this evil from me.
Mhm. Maybe. I can channel divinity myself, but I don't know if it will exercise your demons. Are Dayu and Breverock, have they made their way downstairs yet?
You could have if you wanted to.
I'm gonna say no because if I see this, I'm probably gonna fight him.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm hanging out upstairs, relaxing, maybe having some sake.
Well, then I would probably close that door so that nobody else walks down here to find our friends out and take a look around.
Didn't know it was Zalkar that attacked him? Question? Did I ask him that? I don't remember.
No, you didn't, but
He didn't say.
he didn't say. He probably would have said if he remembered that happening to him.
Why? What are you doing with this woman?
She is a shaman of the order. She's been murdered by this evil and at my hands, but not by my hands.
I'm aware. We brought her here the other day. What are you doing with her now, though, shaman?
In a panic, I sought to hide the body. I was down here alone, and when I awoke, I was unclothed. Everything was in the corner. Totally unawares and disoriented. Just panic.
Rogar doesn't care much about clothes.
Yeah, it's fair.
Do I see the carving on the woman's chest?
If Zalkar turns around with the body, sure.
I'm assuming he turned around when he talked.
Then yes, you would see it.
If he didn't, this is real creepy.
It's not. It's not well hidden. It's very prominent. It's large.
Turn around. Turn around right now.
Turn around right now. Yeah, if you wanted to have seen it, you could have seen it.
Okay. I mean, is it a question? Is it a crude carving or is it unusually precise?
I will say it is. It's crude.
It's crude. Okay.
But I will say Atlas, having just experienced this, it is obvious to Atlas that this is a depiction of the vision that he saw.
Wait, what do you mean?
This is the mace.
The mace.
The human skull.
That's the.
It is
carving. Is
it has
the
been
mace?
carved into this woman's chest. It's the same symbol.
Does this symbol mean anything to you, Zaltkar?
Let me see. I guess I'll do an Arcana.
You can either give me Arcana or History, Zaltkar, whichever one's good for you.
I'll do the same. So
No,
let's find
Atlas,
out.
go ahead and you can give me one as well.
Gonna have to change out the dice because that's 6.
That's
I
6.
don't have a clue
So
where this is coming
Atlas,
from.
we'll see if you can garner just a little bit.
You said what kind of check?
You can give me either, you know what, or Zaltkar, actually roll me religion, Zaltkar. This would be either, so we're either going religion.
I rolled a religion.
Okay, well, there we go. Religion.
Yeah,
I got a
19,
19.
religion,
matter.
very
My
good.
dice are shite.
Okay.
Yay, shitty dice.
Atlas with a 19. You would know that this, obviously what has happened here has been some kind of ritual has taken place. You can tell that for sure. Something has happened here, something unholy. You would know that this symbol, while you haven't seen the specific symbol before or been taught about it by your family, those other members of your clerical order, we'll call it. You've never come across a symbol like this, but you have come across some that vaguely resemble this ritual that's taken place. Apparently this is a ritual of binding. This is something that usually, from your experience, you have experience with corpses especially. A demon, a pure demon, can be bound into a dead thing. It just needs the flesh to move. It's not usually extremely powerful, but it is a ritual that can be done. And this looks like the kind of setup that somebody would do to do this.
And when you say the ritual to put a demon in a dead thing,
Yes.
it would be the ritual to put a demon into that lady's body, or
Yes.
okay.
As far as at least that's what knowledge you have. That's what you're coming up with. Now the symbol
Does it look
itself.
like the ritual failed?
It's hard to tell. I mean, there are ways to find out. For instance, you guys both of you have the ability to detect undead and who knows what. Just to throw it out there.
Though.
Nobody ever uses it. You guys both can do it. So,
I got turn undead. I don't know how
Turn
to
undead.
detect undead.
I believe, don't you have
I don't know if
well, no, Zolkar does, not you.
Zalkar does, yeah.
Okay.
My pardons. Grave Cleric
No
does, not
worries.
you. You're Twilight Cleric.
What?
You were starting to say something about the symbol.
Oh, the
Before I cut
symbol
you off?
itself, you don't recognize it. It doesn't cement in you, like you don't know what this means, essentially. Now that might be concerning, but the ritual itself, you kind of understand what the ritual is.
I think the most concerning thing, though, is that I just had a dream about this image, right?
Yes, you did.
The carving, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would share what I know about what I'm seeing here as far
Okay.
as it being a ritual
And
for the demon, for
So
binding
I
a
can do
demon.
divine sense.
you can, Zoltkar.
Yeah. So all divine sense.
Okay. First off, Zoltkar, when you use it,
Mm.
Zoltkar's eyes go black now. Solid
yay.
black, like a demon. As he uses it, you sense that you are undead, Zoltkar. You are not alive anymore. You're in a weird half state. You are both dead and not dead. You count as both an undead creature and a living creature. In addition to that, the corpse that you are holding is in fact undead. It is been cursed somehow.
I'll tell the friends this,
Okay.
even about myself,
Mm-hmm. Oh.
just confirming the suspicions.
Yeah, yeah.
Shaman, I advise you put this hound on the ground.
I'll set her down.
So you set her
Cool.
down.
Pull out my
Mhm.
sword.
Okay.
And
What are you doing,
I'm
Rogar?
gonna chop off that head.
Okay, why don't you guys roll me? Why don't the three of you roll me initiative real quick?
All right.
Wait, what?
Why don't you guys roll me initiative real quick?
Got that natty one, baby.
Rogar with Zoltkar with a 20. So Zoltkar,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say as Rogar readies the sword, you watch as the corpse that you lay down, the eyes roll up to their whites and open, and a jaw distends and grows way too long down to the collar as it begins to open. What would you like to do, Zoltkar? It's still prone, laying on the ground, but it looks like whatever has happened to it is beginning to take effect.
Oh man. Yeah. I'm going to attack it
Okay.
with. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to whack at it with my sword.
Give me an attack roll.
Yep. Nice. 30-20.
Dirty 20. Go and roll damage. And do you want to lay
Max damage.
8 damage? Okay. Do you want to lay anything else into this, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I am going to dump a smite.
Okay.
I know what's gonna happen, but also I don't want to.
It's fair. It's fair. Okay.
Tempt it with this, so I'm going to add 2d8
All right. Let's see what you got.
to that already max damage. Okay.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah. Here we go.
Come on.
Not bad. 10 radiant
10,
damage on
more
top of
than
that.
enough. Now you will take 5,
I'll
Zoltkar.
take 5 of that. Okay. Ouch, that burns.
Yes, as you slice down, and I'll say this, Rogar, you see as the shaman moves quickly. You're caught a little off guard. As the thing is beginning to come to unlife. Zoltkar very quickly slices down. And how would you like to do this, Zoltkar?
As Rogar was about to describe it, I just come swinging through
the head. You
Yep.
come down with your kind of curved sword that Elysia has blessed you with. As you slice through, you feel the radiant chains wrap around your hand across the hilt of the sword, and the energy pulses as you bring the blade across. The head severs cleanly off the body. However, you do feel the burning sensation up your arm as you take the damage. The head completely falls free. Comes in half, comes clean from the torso, begins to roll away, stuck in that kind of silent image of the jaw getting too long. As this happens, there's no blood leaking out of the body. The flesh is gray. It resembles a lot like Zoltkar's flesh. And a black something rolls out of the esophagus and plops onto the floor.
Is it
and that's
liquid?
just
Is it a liquid or is it
It looks solid, whatever it is.
solid?
gross.
Hmm.
Well,
Rogar,
my
any
turn
experience
anymore.
with what this could be? Probably not.
You
but-
guys can give me an investigation check.
Oh god.
Whoever wants to look at it.
I'm assuming we're all staring at it.
Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
you're all in shock after what just happened. 9 from
Hey, get
Ernest,
real close. Get your face down by. Get a good look. Let's see what happens.
14 from Rogar. How about Zoltkar?
yeah, I'll take an investigation at it.
Zoltkar gets advantage.
Okie doke. One more time then. That's better.
Okay, so you and Rogar both with a 14. Zoltkar, you kind of take a knee down there, kind of curdling your kind of burned flesh. Rogar, you've seen a lot of bodies and things like that. Whatever, it's solid. The thing that rolled out, it's about the size of a fist. Looks like it's been jammed down into this woman's throat. Zoltkar, you recognize it almost immediately as you take a knee. This is the blackened piece of horn that you took off of Cornath the Corpse Maker.
Wow. That's what was shoved down her throat,
Yes, it was.
apparently. Wow. And that undeadified her?
Apparently, due to Atlas's check, perhaps it was a focus for the ritual that was used to bind a demon into this person.
I don't
Does
want
the
to
horn
touch
look
it.
like a ram's horn?
It does. No, it's a piece. It's not the whole thing. It's about the size of a fist. So this horn must be gargantuan. Must be big.
I think since Salkar shared his secret,
Mm-hmm.
I'll share with him what I've experienced over the last couple of days and tell him about my experience with my god and what happened when I woke up and what I saw
Okay.
and the whole ram's horn and all that and the mace and
Mm-hmm.
all that jazz.
All that starts spilling forth.
Obviously interconnected.
we're all sharing down here in the depths.
We
While
are. We're
Brevrak
just
and
sharing.
Dayu or Din's come over and he's poured some drinks for Brevrak and Dayu. Some fine sake. He damn it, Brevrak. How dare you put that in the chat?
I
Regardless,
didn't think it was appropriate to say out loud, but I had to drop it.
Thank you for that. Regardless, though, you guys can do as you wish at this point. What has been revealed has been revealed. That's pretty much what you're going to discover down here.
Should we hide this body? The zombie body. We'll call it a zombie body.
I will say, Atlas, you have experience with consecrating undead. It's kind of your thing. Ironically, Zoltkar had already done this to the corpse, and yet it was still defiled. So do that with as you may.
Wait, so it doesn't need to be consecrated?
It
Again,
was
or
once
does?
already, but then he still defiled it somehow. So that I will say that it doesn't make a lot of sense. It'd be like, for D&D purposes, it would be like performing the hallowed spell, and then something not capable of entering doing so breaks the laws of what is normal.
Gotcha. But yeah,
to dispose of the body.
should burn it or hide it.
Is there a furnace
bury
down
it.
here?
There's no furnace.
I have a shovel.
You could bury it.
Say, I would say burn it. If Zalkar said he already, I mean, I have witnessed him consecrated. I think.
You did.
I'd definitely want to burn it at this point.
I'll cast Sacred Flame on it.
We are inside. No.
It's radiant. I will say,
radiant, okay.
Atlas, you would know as well. And I will say this, Atlas. This actually is important to note. Your lantern is actually not fire. It is like holy light. It's like radiant energy. So you can't light a fire with your lantern, just so you know.
Gotcha.
It's not the same. So yeah.
In that case, I don't know if I have anything that can burn this thing.
No, you would have to need something that actually produces fire if you were going to burn it.
Rogar will take the tarp and like scoop up the body in it and like kind of wrap it up in a sack and then sling it over his back.
Okay. Yeah.
Santa Rogar.
Yep.
Yeah. Climb up.
Din's waiting there. Oh, you found the shaman, I see.
Is there anyone else in the bar right now?
The bar is relatively empty. There's a couple patrons, the usual regulars, sitting around. A couple of the serving girls are starting to actually get up and at him as well. And of course, Dayu and Brevrak at the bar.
Yep.
Where have you been? What were you doing down there? Are you drinking without us?
Not now. I am not. We
Tending to the trash.
yes. There must be Din, I need to dispose of a large amount of
As he,
I need to dispose of something.
Din looks
That
at
rotten
trash.
meat?
Large amount of trash.
He looks and he sees the tarp.
Yeah, bad meat.
Yes.
Spoiled.
Of course.
Burning is preferable.
Yes. Rogar, it's broad daylight, Rogar. You can't just burn a body in my tavern. You must realize this is not a good thing. Take it outside.
Where?
I don't care. Not here. Bring it somewhere else.
Would Rogar know a quiet place to burn a
We'll
body?
say you guys did recently burn an entire warehouse down.
Oh, that's true.
You
Thank
could.
you.
I don't know. You could do
Go to
that.
warehouse, light
Go to
another
warehouse,
fire.
light it, throw it in.
Would Brevrak
Rekindle.
know an area around here maybe? Since I'm in guard of the city.
I will
as
say
possible.
there are several abandoned places down here.
Yeah.
You could find if you guys to save us having to roleplay all this, you can easily dispose of this.
All right, cool.
However, traveling outside, I'm going to need stealth checks from everybody that's going, because there is heightened guard presence.
Yes.
Why are you covered in blood?
Who knows why I'm covered in blood?
Hey, this one time only. You will seek the priest of the three flames. Because if you kill any more innocent people, I will fucking kill you myself.
Oh shit!
My God, won't
take
let
another
me
sip.
die. That's Salkar's new phrase right now. My God won't let me die.
Burger probably went on his own, just with his
with
body.
with the threat made.
Yeah,
Rogar
let
just
you
keeps going.
guys talk things
Priest
out.
of the
you
Free
know?
Flames.
Mm-hmm.
Priest of the Free Flames.
I rolled a 22 by the way for my stealth.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh, I need the
Rogar.
stealth.
No, well, you guys, the rest of you, it's fine.
You guys stay there. Rogar's
Rogar
got to
goes,
dispose of something.
giant
He's gotta take care of-
Rogar,
Yeah.
7.5 foot tall, dragonborn, beefy boy.
Surprisingly
Sneaks out.
stealthy.
Surprisingly
Surprising.
sneaks out.
Also good at investigating.
Also
deliver-
good at
he is.
investigating.
He delivers the corpse to the old burnout warehouse, kind of tosses it in, puts some shit on top of it.
Yeah, it looks natural, you know.
And then looking around, finds his old torch, relights it, dumps it on there, and then walks off.
Another fire starter. drove
Another
away.
fire.
Is Kobu and Snacks there?
Do I see Kobo and Snacks as I'm
Give me a
walking around?
perception test.
Oh fuck yeah! Do I get advantage because of the love I share
do
with
not.
Snacks?
You do not.
Oh,
There. Natural one, no!
No, you do not.
You wasted your high rolls.
I did.
You not.
I did. Oh
You-
god.
You unfortunately do not see Kobu or Snacks or any
Oh,
or
man.
any semblance of the pair of kobolds that they're in the wings apparently.
Damn it. All right.
So let me pull this up real quick.
Once I make it back to the tavern, I do want to ask Din.
What's that?
Or the other people that are native to the dynasty.
All right, hold on.
Go ahead.
Having some issues. There we go. There we go. Sorry. My computer was acting funny. What were you saying? Sorry.
I was just gonna ask the other party and Din.
Mhm.
In my home, there was often roots and herbs that were used to give someone a sense of alertness, peppiness.
Oh.
I do not know if such a
Huh.
concoction exists here.
Well, you happen to be in some luck, Rogar. I have some fire wine here. Comes from down south. I don't want to be speciest. Lizard people, they brew it.
Is it?
Yeah, you find them out in the dunes. They're scaled ones, but not quite. It's hard to explain, Rogar. You'll see one eventually, I'm sure, if you ever go south. It is it's a bit niche, and it can remove the worries of the road for a time. And sometimes it lasts, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's worse when it's over. But I do.
quick question.
Yes.
Is can Reverak hear this conversation? I don't know if Rogar's at the bar or where.
Oh, yeah,
I was asking all of you guys.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's
Okay.
just you
All right.
guys are all at the bar.
Is fire wine a legal substance or an illegal substance?
That would be.
Is it an illicit drug?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It's not. It's not illicit, but it is. It's expensive. First off,
on the
and
force, bro.
it's rare. It's not. This isn't
Okay.
something a normal person just gets a hold of. Regardless, though, apparently Din has got some. And if you get, he says, "Give me a moment," and he goes downstairs. Dear God, you hear him call up. There's a mess down there. Guess I'll have somebody clean this up. You hear some shuffling around, and he comes up with a like a clay vase, kind of, with like a big stopper in it. It has symbols on it, and that are Draconic. So my Draconic speakers, I'm not sure if Rogar can actually read. Let's be honest. But at least Atlas.
I feel like it would
believe.
look familiar, at least.
Yeah, it would at least look familiar. I think Atlas, you can read and write Draconic.
Yep.
Yeah. So you would see that it has the symbol for fire, in Draconic, the word for fire, written on it, and he unstops it. Whew. All of you can smell it as soon as he unstops it. This is like gasoline. Well, who wants a taste? Only a
I'll
taste.
have some of that. That smells like battle to me.
I will say, if you don't have exhaustion, this might go bad. Does anyone have exhaustion that needs a little, just a little nip? Not you. Brevrak, do you have any exhaustion?
I don't have exhaustion.
Okay, well you can try it still.
Does Den kind of give me a look of like maybe I shouldn't?
He just mechanically speaking, the way this works is it removes all exhaustion temporarily from your person for 8 hours. However, at the end of the 8-hour period, you will have to make a Constitution check, not a save, a check. If you fail the check,
You're addicted to cocaine.
your exhaustion returns, and you have an additional point of exhaustion.
Oh God!
If you pass,
That's
the check,
exactly how cocaine works.
If you pass the check,
Exactly.
If you pass the check, your exhaustion goes down by 1. If you have more than 1, it goes down by 1, or it goes to 0, whatever it is.
Rogar doesn't eat. Rogar smells it.
It's a hell of a drug.
So, if you don't have any exhaustion, you will make the check at the end of the 8 hours, and you may get a point of exhaustion. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm throwing out there. It's good for somebody that in a pinch. I heard they use this in the battery sometimes. They just in case a soldier needs to get up and keep moving.
I think now is not the time for me though. I feel it'd make me not feel the best.
I will say the DC is not high, Dayu, if you are interested.
Hey, that's the trap. Is the check me at a disadvantage though, since my checks are at disadvantage?
But it will not be at disadvantage because you will not have any exhaustion at the time. so it's up to you.
Again, that's exactly how cocaine works.
Shoot or shoot, bro.
Sure, I'll be the guinea pig.
Okay. He pours you a glass, and he kind of touches his own throbbing head. Fuck it. And he pours himself one. It tastes like white lightning. This is it burns.
I can't see anymore.
It burns. It burns all the way down. You feel a radiating heat. Blood vessels in your cheeks. You get real hot for a moment, and then and as you exhale, smoke comes out of your mouth.
Your mouth is numb.
Literal smoke breathes out of your mouth as if you have just been like inhaling fire, and you have no exhaustion.
That's awesome.
Dragon ancestors.
I was about to say, you related? Do you have dragon blood in you?
Clearly, the dragon spirit has taken him.
Not temporarily.
Yeah, Din coughs loudly, and each time he coughs, like a little puff of smoke. Well, if you want some more, you guys are more than welcome to it. I've got enough here for a couple servings. You want to take it with you?
And is there a way you have a smaller container where we might be able to take a few sips with us?
I think it's supposed to
I
stay
know
in
it is an odd request.
No, it's supposed to stay in this. If it comes out, it loses its potency.
We will take it.
Don't we have a bag of holding now?
We do have a bag
You
of
do
holding.
have a bag of holding.
Right, I forgot.
We do?
You do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Missed some things.
Hey!
Zalkar has a bag of holding.
Zalkar does.
He hands it over to the shaman. Take it. And open the bag, and then you start to put it in. And he tilts his head, and then it goes whoop, and disappears. He's I see. Well, seems you guys are moving up in the world.
We
took somebody else down.
Yeah. I'm still looking into that guy, Zoltkar. I've got a few feelers out. You know, the mage you were talking about with the robe of eyes. Got a couple leads.
About priestess of the three flames that Dayu over here is talking about. Anything about that?
You're going to the Temple of Acris.
Apparently, that's where the help is.
Well, I'm not so sure that's a good idea. You do realize what that place is?
No.
Well, it's full of fanatics. Judge Vegnak and Executioner Ral are the heads of the Three Flames. It's deep in the...
Now gives Dayu some laser cut eyes. Like trying to
Don't even acknowledge him.
It's deep in the Samurai District. I know you guys are... I believe you guys all have bounties on your heads, except for the tall one.
As he says that, I kind of flash into an image of him, just real quick to remind him that I can.
It's true. Yes, of course, Zolkar. I realize you can disguise yourself, but they may have means to make the truth spill forth from anyone's lips, should they wish.
Through that enough
I'm
already.
just going to barge into this time, the conversation, and basically, who's right next to Zolkar?
I'm across the bar from
Rogar?
Sure.
He's going to put his hands on each shoulder and go, Gentlemen, but first, we must do something important. In the market, I met a very strange man. Very strange. Long nose, all wrapped up. Might have been a plague victim at some time, but he was all wrapped in bandages. But he had some beautiful weapons. He told me he is quite distraught, though. His family has been threatened, and he needs some assistance to basically help rescue his family from this imminent danger. I think it would be only quite profitable, but also would bring honor to ourselves and raise us up in the eyes of the gods.
Din kind of looks at Brevrak.
This sounds like a spam email.
I will say Zoltkar and Atlas, you both, by the description Brevrak just gave out, you would very much remember the merchant that you both assaulted in the Devil's Market.
We disappeared from?
That you ran away from afterwards. Yes. So
I didn't assault anybody. I just went invisible.
You were just there. Yeah. You both got hit with a large ogre club afterwards. Regardless, though, this is obviously the same person that he's speaking of. Din kind of looks at you a little bit. Did you say the sewers?
Well, he did say under the city. I do believe he meant we had to go through the sewers. It may be one of the poor districts. As you know, sometimes the wretched will have to go through the sewers to stay out of the sight of the nobles. So it may be something like that.
I will say, I was going to say, Zoltkar, might be a good way to get in and out of the Samurai District. It is a bit hazardous down there, though, between the filth and the denizens.
And Zalkar just says, God, let me die.
What denizens do you speak of? Perhaps these are the threat to this creature's family that I hear about.
Things down there, you hear stories. creatures in the deep. Who knows how real they are, but I mean, from what I understand, there were quite a few disappearances on some of the people they sent down there not too long ago to fix some of the tunnels.
Sounds exciting.
There's my man. Getting a drink.
We have a
for
day
Rogar
until
and
we must be at the Red Lotus. Perhaps this will be a good time to go on a hunt, build up our teamwork, and perhaps we can come up with a way to rid out Ka, our shaman, of his affliction.
Who exactly are you helping down here? This is Din.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to you.
Who aren't we helping down there, honestly?
Is this Cratch?
I believe he told me his name, right? I've got it written
Yes.
down here. So okay,
It's Cratch.
that was the name of the gentleman. Strange. Again, a very strange character, but yes.
Yeah.
Zaltkar, we met this crotch. You remember him?
Well, he's a bit of a let's just say shady individual. I will say
many in that market were.
I know this might not be what you're looking for, but from what I understand, him and his ilk are able to move freely down there, so perhaps you could find yourself a guide if you fall into his good graces.
Gentlemen, it sounds like everything is falling into place. Let us grab our gear.
Did he say where we should meet, Rivrak?
No, he did not.
Okay. My notes are here. You see me.
I will
my
say,
notes,
if you're looking for Crash, you just go to the market. He's there. He's always there.
Also, no objections. I feel this is something that we could do.
Rogar, I feel you have an equal lust for combat, knowing the joy that it brings. Excellent.
Well, then tomorrow, the Red Lotus. Rogar's ready to go. He's all packed.
Eric's ready.
Has morning shot of sake. He's ready to go.
So are we gathering our things, getting ready to head to the market?
Oh yeah.
Dayu? All right.
Why not? 3 of you are already chased by the city guard, and we have shit for honor anyways. Might as well die in the sewers when Zalkar tries to kill us all. Sounds like a beautiful day.
Excited. Perhaps we can stop by Vern and perhaps discuss our bounties.
I would like that.
Okay. I'll say that you are able to move to the warehouse where the entrance into the Devil's Market is. And as you approach, you will see the same shimmering kind of warehouse door. Atlas, you've been down here, right? Yeah, you've been down here. Atlas, it was Atlas. It wasn't Tuk this time. It was Atlas. Yeah. You guys all made it down. You make it down into the market. The same sights and sounds hit your ears. The all too familiar smell, the unnatural darkness shrouding the ceiling and the distant walls. What would you guys like to do?
I'd talk to Vern.
Okay, are we going to Vern?
Yeah, well, we need to see at least if we can get hit rolling on the bounties, I guess.
All right. As you guys begin to approach the spot that you normally meet Vern, you all get close and you see the half-orc, female half-orc, Duna is there.
Yeah.
Gonna
That's
say
her
it
name.
itself.
What's her name?
What?
No,
Everyone
what's her
knows
name?
it.
You know what?
Duna.
I missed
Duna.
Everyone knows it.
You bastards. Duna.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Duna's there, and she sees you coming.
Is she a strong woman?
She's in good. She's relatively bulky. She doesn't
trying
look
to
like over. She's not tall though. She's about 6 feet tall, which would be tall to a normal person, but to Rogar, she's not big.
All right.
She kind of holds up a hand. He is busy, and before she can finish, a tarp is kind of moved to the side. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? So you see Vern opening up the tarp himself. The cloth kind of pulls it aside. Well, I was just seeing my friend out as he kind of, you look over and you see Cratch kind of very shake, kind of like with his head kind of tucked real low, kind of come walking out. Don't go too far. Of course not. I stray not far. You know where I find this one. Yes. And he quickly begins to scamper away. Well, what can I do for all of you? Who is this? And he kind of looks towards Atlas. Never met you before.
We've come to cash in on that favor.
Finally. Well, come in. I've got a meal ready. And he kind of smiles and looks back towards Zolkar as he does.
I introduce I am Atlas.
Pleasure to meet you.
Follow an Emberfell.
I see.
Yes.
Well, a priest is a priest. If you need, if you'd like to provide services, I can pay you handsomely.
I kind of look around at the rest of the crew to see what he's talking about. No hints, nothing from any of the guys. Well, then I ask him.
Well,
what,
I mean, services. I mean,
You're a
he provides us opportunities.
If you'd like to
Sure.
work for him,
Work for him. I mean, I don't know how to say it.
Sexual
this is not
favors.
sexual favor.
Reverak, I don't think Reverak was with him when you guys actually first talked to Vern and got that it was like, you can do me a favor to get
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Who was that? That was my friend Cratch. That's the man in need who just left.
Friends,
Ah.
you keep great company, disgraced one.
Shamefully dropped my eyes.
Well, the little rat has got a job to do.
I don't have anything to eat.
He is moving over to his little booth area, and
Bucket of legs.
There's a bowl on the table. This time, you can see that he is eating what appears to be a bucket full of ears, and they look like they've been cooked, almost like
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds.
Yeah,
Except for these are the colors of people flesh and not pig flesh.
like humans or hobgoblins.
There's various in here. It's almost like a bag of
Is he
goblin ears?
mixed chips. There's different
is he like
kinds of flavors.
Popcorn or bag of
Like a
chips or-
Chex Mix or
He grabs a handful.
Cracker
and
Jack.
Yeah.
He's got a big hand. He's a pretty decent
bugbear.
sized bugbear. And he just kind of smashes them in. And they crunch as he's chewing.
I look at him and I'm like,
Sure, have at it.
nom, nom.
It's not often I find someone with a decent appetite around here.
I just eat some ear chips.
Yeah, you gonna eat them. Well, what can I do for
They're
you?
delicious.
Cashing in your favor, and yes, they are delicious, Saltkar. They taste salted and full of grease.
Yes. And I can taste them.
You can. Anyone?
Wow.
I'm in raptured suspense.
Why don't you get these bounties removed?
So, don't want the clan looking over your shoulder, do you?
No, and I'm tired of trying to find them too.
Well, how'd you get them in the first place? What'd you do?
Didn't do
It was
anything.
not me that did it. It was
I know
Copy.
what you did.
That was not me,
Everyone
though.
knows what you did. The other three, though, I'm not sure what you guys did.
Apparently, we pissed off someone that ran some kind of laboratory somewhere between Conwich and here, and I don't have the map pulled up for the other town.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'll see what I can do. A favor's a favor. At the very least, I'll get you pointed in the right direction.
I already know who I'm supposed to talk to. I was trying to avoid that because present company will probably cause issues with him.
Well, I'll see what I can do. At the very least.
It was a white shroud that was with us in that lab. Was it a white shroud?
Which, back in the very beginning?
Yeah, like session 1.
Are you talking about the captain that you were with?
Captain
Yes.
Red
Was it
something?
Red Claw?
Red Claw.
Red Claw, yeah.
It wasn't a white shroud.
There was no white shroud.
I'm assuming it was Red Claw, but whatever clan that is. Yeah.
Did
We
Ben have
were-
any information on the priestesses?
Who?
Ben?
Oh, Vern?
Yeah. Vern. Know what I
Are you
mean,
going to
Vern?
ask him about the?
I would like to ask him about the. Yeah.
Are you asking him about the temple, or are you asking him
Yeah,
about?
the temple. Yeah.
Oh, at the temple. Huh.
Get rid of this
The three
thing
flames.
inside of me.
Well, how are you going to phrase this, Saltkar? I will say you guys only get one favor, so throwing this out there.
Like each. So if I ask
No.
about this, then I don't get my wanted poster.
You guys get
taken away?
one favor period for like the party.
Oh.
This is like you rub the genie lamp and you get one wish. This is it.
So we need
So-
to figure out the other thing instead. I don't need to waste our wish on
Okay.
helping me out.
So wanted posters.
Ayu's gonna kill me anyway.
Okay. All right. Well,
We're also in prison with a Bollock Red Claw.
no. I see.
Jars any memories.
That might point me in the right direction. I've got contacts in the castle. We can reach out. I'll find out what happened and see what I can do.
Well, do what you do so I don't have to talk to Caddick.
He is insufferable, I assure you. Very well. Are we done?
Yeah, Rogar's done. Unless anyone else wants to say anything.
See yourself out then.
Dai is already out of the room.
Yeah, Rogar is leaving. That was Cratch, you said.
Yes.
Yes,
Vivek.
that was the man.
Well, let's find him and see if he can guide us where we need to go.
Yes.
Shaman, your eating habits have become disturbing.
Only certain things add flavor, and only certain things provide sustenance these days, Rogar. The longer this thing lives inside me, the worse it becomes, I'm afraid.
Has Rogar seen undead things like that in the north? Or
You've there are cannibal tribes, entire tribes of like
Yeah, just- they're
barbarian
cannibals,
cannibals. Now I will say, Rogar, I don't know how much time you would have spent up there. Give me a history check,
all right.
which would make sense because you're not exactly
17.
17 is pretty fucking good. God damn it.
Couldn't do that with the kobolds, though.
What?
Can't do it with kobolds, but
17 is pretty good. So I will say that, let me pull it up real quick. You will know that to the south of the Chosen of Amu, there are the Flesh Eater tribes. They are mostly, from what you understand, they mostly are like living that eat people. But sometimes this has a dramatic effect on the individual, and they have been known to become ghoulish in nature. So there would be also an undead element to that as well.
As we're walking to find Cratch, I'll just, Showman, be careful. This thing inside you, whatever it is done, I have seen it have horrible effects on those who eat the living.
That is my fear, Rogar. These effects may not be reversible, that I may succumb to this evil inside me.
You will understand if we are all on guard while we are around you.
Indeed, I would be on guard myself.
At the end of this conversation, you easily find Cratch. He is polishing some, looks like a shield. He's polishing it as deeply as he can. It appears to be old bloodstains across the top of it. He's kind of, as the five of you come walking up. Yes, friends. You come to buy? You come to deliver? You come to...
Remember me?
Yes, of course, much.
Yeah, you said your family needed help. We were here to save them from the menace.
Yes, family, of course.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. And he kind of looks around. We go now?
Brogar, son of Amu. Yeah, you agree? Yes.
We all go.
Yes, we are all here.
Oh, good. Many. You see him kind of looking over all of you.
You will explain our prey as we move.
I will. Yes. I need favor. I give armored one weapon. He do favor. Yes.
Very well.
Well,
Wasn't there another item?
Yeah.
I'm not doing this just so Patrick can get a magic weapon.
There's several of us now.
Well, you keep what you find. Cratch be in debt.
I thought there was a javelin involved.
That's what he's talking about, the javelin.
Yep.
I am up for the hunt.
I do need.
Yes.
I need battle.
Come.
To cleanse my spirit.
As he ushers you guys, he begins moving to the towards the wall behind him. Kind of looks quick, fast. As he kind of pulls across it looks like a blanket that's been kind of haphazardly placed against the wall, and there is a crack in the masonry. You are actually at a stone wall. There's a hole. Come quick. Must hide.
As Roger walks along, does he see any torches?
No.
There's no lighting source in here along the way?
In the market itself, there is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. On the
yes,
way,
yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to snag one of those torches.
Okay, you grab a torch. Rogar grabs a torch. As you begin to move past, what is the marching order here?
I'll be right at the front.
Brevrak.
Want to swing some
This
swords.
is like a single file squeeze. It's not a very large hole. So Brevrak, then who's next?
I'll go.
Rogar. I'll say Rogar as you go to move with the torch. He goes, no flame. No flame. You kill all of us.
Very well. They'll drop the torch.
Good. Rogar then ducks inside. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Atlas, and then...
I'll bring
Dai goes in between Rogar and Atlas.
Okay.
Get out of my way.
Jeez. Oh,
Rest up.
Dawn's lights.
Stars above. The stars above.
Hell's bells, man.
As Dai squeezes in there real quick. Atlas is big. He's a big guy. This is a tight squeeze. It's a tight squeeze for Rogar too, but you guys kind of push your way in. Zoltar as well. After that, Cratch refits the covering that quote unquote no one saw you guys all enter into. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.